Welcome back from Desk Flow. Man, we came a long way from just doing this over the phone, man. You can actually see the artist I'm talking to this time, man. So, man, this guy came out of nowhere within the last 10. He released his last project, Gift Certificate, within the last month. And out of nowhere, that's the name of the title. Dropped this incredible body of work, man, too. Like, from the RKO intro to the Legends Killer, man. Yo, we're gonna get into all that right here, man. More of that, man. Man, some of you may know my guy from, Street Justice Day. Street Justice is still your favorite group for the people out there. Get that little reference out there.
Yes, sir.
Part of middle finger music. Like to call him the capo of middle finger music, Man, I got my guy, Ketch P.
What up, though? What up, though? Lo, what's good?
Man, how you doing, my guy? You got the lines. You got the lines on. I see that. Okay.
I had to get back, man. They pissed me off. This happens. This has been happening for 20 years, bro.
Yeah.
Piss me off. I go away, and then I watch the game, and they do something spectacular, and I fucking lose my mind. And if you follow me on social media, you know I lose it. Like, I will lose it. When they win, I go crazy.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that a couple times. So, man, I remember I was playing your music gift certificate for my OG when we last spoke. He's like, yo, who's that? Who's that Detroit Ketch from Inkster you were talking to? I'm like, oh, Ketch P? And put you on. So I put him onto your Buffs and top 10. What was the top 5s? And there was the Buffs track. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Top 10s and Buffs, yeah.
Yeah, so he came back to me and he's like, man, like, what's with this buff culture in New York, man? I'm like, you know what, man? I'm just going to get the man to explain it himself later. So I got to ask, so when did you get your first pair of Buffs?
Oh, shit.
Because I know that's like a prime
2006,
example.
I had a pair. And so it's fucked up. So I'm going to just be real. It's a fucked up thing because, so back in the day, man, like mid 2000s, you'll get your ass killed over some damn glasses, bro, sure. Over some Buffs. So I got a story. I got my first pair of Buffs. There's wireframe, though. So there's wireframe Cartier glasses. Went down to the Detroit fireworks. Now, anybody that's from Detroit know, like, the Detroit fireworks is like an event. You know what I mean? The fireworks in Detroit is like a fucking event. Like, so, like, you know how in New York, when they drop the ball on New Year's, everybody's out? For us, it's the fireworks, 4th of July.
Some crazy
Everybody's outside. Everybody's downtown. Everybody's trying to, holler at girls. Girls trying to holler at dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Well, back then, you were some Buffs, man, and cats it wasn't accessible. You know what I mean? People wasn't making money, knowing how to hustle, whatever. Man, I remember seeing a dude literally get robbed, like right by me, right? Over his Buffs. And that motherfucker started shooting. So, literally, I could hear, I'm like running. So I finally just dropped, you know what I mean? Ducked down over a pair of fucking glasses. So at that time, I kind of was like, yo, I'm only going to wear my shit when I'm dressing up, going fly as fuck, like where I'm like, suited and booted. Not just, so I have a pair still, but you don't see me wearing them. Like if I got on a jogging suit, I'm running to the grocery store or I'm just going to kick it, I'm not wearing my shit.
When you got suited up, expect the Buffs to come out.
Yeah. When you like, kind of like Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith rock them. But when he's on first take and he's like dressed to the nines, he got them on. But I doubt that he walks around. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I'm like, mine's a prescription. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I ain't about to die over these motherfucking glasses. That's the culture here, though. You will die over them shits, man.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, because one of your governors, she did like a little speech and she threw them on. I remember Hex going crazy over that. I was like,
shout out to G Mac Cash, man. G Mac Cash actually got her to rock them Buffs, man.
Yeah, and that was big. That was good luck for you guys too.
Yeah, that was, man. That was cool. She was looking fly in them boys too, man. I'm a married man, so I'm not gonna be disrespectful towards.
Oh, of course.
Governor Whitmer was looking fly in them joints, man.
One of the things I like about your artistry too is I used to be a big wrestling head, but I kind of grew out of it as the years went on. But you actually stuck with it now too, and I like how you incorporate that with your music now too. Like even like the RKO intro with Outta Nowhere too. Like it just has like little wrestling references that I would get. I don't know nothing about this new stuff, but when you start like RKO, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I never stopped watching it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like that dude, and I think too many people try so hard to be some shit that they not. You know what I mean? And so for me, like, where I come from, it is, you know what I'm saying? I come from, hard beginnings. I come from a hard ass city where a lot of shit go down. But I always was me navigating through that. You know what I mean? And so, like, even with my sons, I let them know, like, yo, man, you don't have to be like the rest of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You can still be yourself, enjoy what you enjoy, but still be a cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of dudes, man, they don't. And then I feel like West Side Gun making it cool again because, they gutter as fuck. And I relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, I feel y'all. I fucking, to entertain myself, whatever I was doing back in the day, I would watch wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, that was my escape. And so I always, I'm the dude. I got the WWE Network. You know what I mean? Me and Five Mouth, when me and Five Mouth was together, our studio sessions, it ain't just we in there cranking out music. You know what I'm saying? We in that motherfucker watching WWE Network. You know what I'm saying? Like, reminiscing about shit and testing each other's knowledge, and then we'll go in there and go create. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm big on wrestling, big on retro video gaming. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even tapped into that yet, but yeah, like, I'm just myself, but it's like I'm still cut from that cloth, but I'm still myself. You know what I'm saying?
Kids don't know about that Timo Kobold nowadays, man. That's classic right there.
For real, for real.
So, like, I like how you said that too, like how West Side Gun kind of made it cool again. Because for somebody who never got to experience the Woo, like at their height in the '90s, how they had like karate references within their music. That's what Griselda does with their wrestling references. It's something like this is like that whole new feel of the Woo, and then we get like artists who get inspired off that, like Ketch P, and it's like, man, like, and one of the lines in your music, I think it was like the intro, the coronavirus, but the music is my therapy too. And it always showed, like, throughout your career, even through those Street Justice mixtapes, like, you always had this passion for music, like, always. And you never gave up on it.
Nah. I mean, like, so on the track, I will say on the track Days Minds on Outta Nowhere, I touch on in my own way, you know what I'm saying? I don't just directly say it, but I did step away, just like intentionally, like, yo, you know what I mean? Because my older sons were starting to get older. They had football dreams, and they were like dead ass serious about it. So I'm like, yo, all right, let me pour all my energy into them. You know what I'm saying? Just as a father.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me stop my shit for a minute and what I'm passionate about, and let me fuel their passion and see where it go. You know what I mean? Like, I think more people. You don't have to do that. Like, obviously, if you're making crazy money off of it, you got to keep it moving. You got to support the household. But when you have other streams of revenue, you know what I mean, you kind of go, all right, let me focus on this. Because I paid for my kids to go to school. You know what I'm saying? I paid for private school.
Oh, go. Good dad game right here.
Yeah, like, I really, like, they went to, like, the top football school in Michigan. You know what I mean? Like, I really was like, yo, this what y'all want to do? Okay, they were still in Little League. Let me coach. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to train you. I'm going to get you here. Now I got to sacrifice my fucking wallet, you know what I mean, to make sure that this is what y'all want to do and to get y'all in a position to do it. And if you do, cool. And if you don't, cool. But as long as I know I did everything I could,
you know
what I'm saying, I could be happy with it. So that's kind of, I touch on that. I think of the line I said, I didn't write or touch a mic for half a decade. I just prayed. So my first murder was catchphrase. Like, that's what I was referencing to. Like, I purposely was like, all right, I ain't rhyming. I didn't write a rap, Lo. I didn't write a rap. I didn't freestyle until I came back. Honestly, I didn't do nothing. I just cold turkey just stopped.
But they say, like, everything happens for a reason now too. So maybe, like, taking that time off to spend with your family gave us this incredible body of work that you've been storing in for all those years. I like to say.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and then, you get to live. I still haven't gotten super personal on my music yet. And that's kind of like, I'm waiting for the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where I think the audience, you know what I'm saying, anybody who's in tune with me is comfortable enough to where they're like, all right, man, you can rhyme, but what is it about you? You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely got a story. We all got stories, you know what I'm saying? But I think I got kind of a last story, you know what I'm saying? Like my upbringing, my family, you know what I mean? Like people in Inkster, y'all know what's up. You know what I'm saying? They know what's up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My family is deep, man. I'm one of 22 grandchildren.
Oh, wow. Okay, I never knew that. Wow.
Yeah, I'm one of 22 grandchildren, and you know what I'm saying? My family, my cousins, man, nobody plays no games. I just say it like that, especially when we was younger, and we each went through some shit to where we had to have each other's back, but then at the same time, had to be smart enough to go, yo, like, just because you doing some bullshit don't mean drag me into your bullshit, and vice versa. You know what I mean? And respectfully, respect each other's lane. Like, okay, that's what you want to do? Okay, cool. I still love you, but that's you.
That's my lane over here, though.
Yeah, my lane is this way. You know what I'm saying? But it took a while for us to get to that point. You know what I mean? So.
See, I like how you know, like, the lane that you're in now, too, and says, like, I'm going to pour everything into this debut right here, and then hope that people catch on. Like, you know, like, I'm going to hold off to, like, some of my most personal things till you actually have, like, more eyes, and people, like what you said, too, are actually comfortable with that now, too, because they're still getting to know you as a new artist.
Yeah.
And
yeah, exactly.
And I like to say, like, that's a blessing nowadays, too, because your career is so interesting now, too. Like, even when I was doing, like, the research on the street justice for Gypsy, man, I found, like, so much stuff about you guys. Like, so, like, this is what I gotta ask now, to how everything comes full circle. So, the street justice days, you all were recording with, like, the Fat Killers and stuff like that. And then, like, years later, you and Bane are, like, label mates on Middle Finger Music. So, do you guys, like, reminisce about the times, like, in the street justice and Fat Killers days when you're all together?
Yeah, oh yeah, man. I mean, so me and Bang, you know what I'm saying, like I told you before, you know what I mean, we was cool before I was even rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bango is like really a friend of mine. And we talk like 3 times a week, you know what I'm saying? Me and Bango, we both into football heavy. It's like heavy. You know what I'm saying? We both into basketball heavy, like we love sports. So we kick it about that. But shit, we was just talking about when we was in Canada, with Obi. You know what I'm saying? And it was Obi, and then Street Justice was the open act for him. You know what I'm saying? We went through Canada, whatever, when Obi dropped his second album, and we was, you know, reminiscing about just like what Bango was going through, because people don't realize, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bango need his flowers, man. Like, Bango was going on fucking world tours, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, he was coming back. You know what I'm saying? He coming back, man. Passport tatted up. You know what I mean? And crazy, like, Air Force Ones that, you know, especially back then, like, that we couldn't fucking find here. And it's like, yo, bro.
Like the Encore, like, those are rare as hell.
Yeah, throwbacks and shit like that. You know, that era. It's like, bro, he coming back with all types of shit. We was actually talking about a time where he was talking about, he came back and bought everybody Nextels and shit. Nextels was popping. And he did, man. He came home and just like, yo, let's go to the Sprint store. Let's get these chirp phones. And so we all could fucking chirp each other and shit. So, yeah, we definitely kick it and talk about that all the time, actually. You know what I'm saying? We talk about back in the day shit, and then shit that we wish we would have did more of, I guess. You know what I mean? Because we always have connected, like Fat Killers and SJ. But
oh, yeah.
I wish we would have did it more back then. Yeah.
Yeah, like your guys is like mixtape now too, like even like a mixtape award for Coffee House too, like that is crazy for like a 3-man group from Inkster, Twin of Detroit, mixtape award from back then.
Yeah, it was crazy because that was like our first. So we did like 2 mixtapes before that, but only Inkster heard it, you know, because we didn't know yet. We were still trying to figure it out. And we was going to Detroit to perform it, but you know, it takes a couple years to get your respect.
Oh, yeah.
So when we dropped the Coffee House, and you know, we asked him when I reached out to Bango, like, yo, I need you on this. Like I said, it was kind of like a surreal moment, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, for Gyps and Red, it was like, bro, Bango, your mans. Why you never hit him up? Because I never hit him up for a verse. I'm like, that's my mans. It ain't even about that. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's my friend.
It ain't even about that. Yeah, like that. So like now that I feel like I'm ready, you know what I mean? Like that, I feel like that I am, you know, lyrically on that level. Now I'm gonna reach out to him. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we was kind of like, yo, you know, Bango gonna come in here. He gonna smoke shit. He ain't gonna play. So we got, you know what I mean? We got to be on our shit. And then when we got together, we was like, yo, let's, you know, come off of each other. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. Now we really about to, you know what I mean? They're really gonna test your pen. You know what I mean? Because we right here together. Ain't nobody had a verse early or nothing. We all sat there together and did it.
And then if you guys go back and actually look up some Street Justice mixtapes, like you guys had mixtapes hosted by DJ exclusives. Like this wasn't no small time like DJ back then. Like this guy had exclusives from like The Game, 50, Dre.
Yo, so you know what's crazy? Most people don't know. You know, me and Bango have a mixtape together.
Oh, I believe that it's Ketch P and Shimmy Bay when he went by Shimmy Bango.
Yeah, like so a lot of people don't even know that, and you know we like Rude Jude hosted it. You know what I mean? So like,
Rude Jude. Oh wow, okay, I never did that.
Yeah, that was like a Shade 45, like you know, and that was my first exposure, you know, to like national audience. So I was like, yo, you know, I was like bugged out by it. Bango just comfortable as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? In there doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Penning his verses, and I'm in that motherfucker like, okay. You gotta really smoke some shit because, you know, I look at it like it's make or break all the time. When I write a verse, it's like, man, just make or break. You know what I mean? That one time where you say some bullshit, depending on what you say, it's it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's over. It's like, yo, you say the wrong shit, it is over. So yeah, that mixtape definitely propelled me. You know what I'm saying? And we had like Black Milk produced on two joints on there. There is a Street Justice Fat Killer song on there, actually.
Okay.
But we mixed it up, so it's like we were rhyming off of each other's last word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I will make sure that I actually send it to you. I kind of missed the scene back then. You know what I'm saying? It was dope as fuck. Like here, like it was just like it felt. I never been to New York for their scene,
yeah,
but I can imagine that it was the same type of vibe, you know, where you just everybody's around, everybody's dope, so it's competitive. You know what I'm saying? There's a competitive spirit there, but it's still like love. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, we fucks with y'all. You know, like I said, we looked up. You know, I looked up to like Raw Collection and the Dreadnoughts coming up. So it's like, I made sure, you know what I'm saying, that within our crew, it was like, yo, we gotta fucking. And it was more, it wasn't just three of us, you know what I'm saying? It was more of us, and then, you know, life hit motherfuckers different. So, you know what I'm saying, a couple people just stopped rhyming. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, me, Jips, and Red kept it pushing. So now it's just me and Jips, you know what I'm saying, with the two-door coupe. Like, so now we still, you know, we on it, though. Like, we on it.
And we even got, like, previews of two-door coupe on Outta Nowhere. Like, that's what I liked about that. I'm like, oh, we got, like, previews of, like, two-door coupe off this. So before we get into that project now, too, another thing that comes full circle for you is you were on a Miz Korona album way back, I think it was 2011, and now she's your label mate again, like the same way like with Bango. So how did you meet like Miz Korona back then?
I'm trying to think when I first met Korona.
Shout out to Miz Korona, man. She's a wonderful.
Yeah, shout out to sis, bro. I want to say it was at Alvin's, man, and we just performed. And she was on the same bill, and she like, yo, you know what I'm saying, y'all motherfuckers is dope, and we like, you're you know what I mean? Like that's how I felt, like you're you know what I'm saying? So you saying that to me means the world, you know what I'm saying? Like so, yeah. Ever since we linked up with Miz Korona, man's always been fam, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I want to say it was Alvin's, and then we started. There was a spot called the Bullfrog out here that we would do shows with her on. And shout out to Chains. Actually, we was in the set of Chains. Miz Korona, see what people don't know, Miz Korona needs credit for bringing Chains around because she was the first person to introduce us to Chains. And Chains was like 19 at the time. He was young as shit.
Real young, yeah.
He was young as hell, so it was like we first heard his beats, we were like, who the fuck is that? Like, yo, this is my man Chains. She started bringing Chains around. So when we started doing sessions with Chains, we would all, like I said, be in there, and like everybody be cooking for different shit. But you know, she just was like, "Yo, like Ketch, I want you on this," and I was like, "Yo, word for real?"
It's like you,
yeah, yeah. You know, I'm like, "Y'all, all right," and then she like, "Yeah, I want you to kick it off." So that really was like, all right, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? No pressure. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
you smoked that. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
But man, so even like with that, hearing that too, like, cause you work with Chains on this album too. He provided like that Slum Village like flow. Was it Ninth Letter flow? Was that
Yeah.
Yo,
He did
when I okay, so we'll get into this project right now too. So man, like, yo, this project right here, I like how it's a great follow up to Gift Certificate, and like, out of nowhere. Nowadays, like, we don't really get surprise underground albums. We usually get like the announcement like a week or two right there. This like literally came out of nowhere. So if you're a fan of like this Renaissance wave, we're like, oh, yo, like this is like a breath of fresh air of this Renaissance. So out of nowhere, you recorded that in a week.
Actually, it's two days, literally 2 days.
2 days, okay.
Literally.
Wow, dude, you're on some like Jay-Z blueprint with that flow right there.
Yeah, it was too, like, I hit Five Mouth up, so what happened was my aunt passed, and then Chadwick Boseman passed like 2 or 3 days later. It was the same week, and I was kind of like, yo, you know what I mean, on top of COVID-19, right? So I'm kind of like, bro, what the fuck is going on this year? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and you know, when you kind of in your own 4 walls or whatever, you just kind of like, bro, I need something. So I actually went for a walk, man. I just went for a walk around my neighborhood and just walked around. And when I came back, I just was like, just me seeing shit just inspired me to be like, yo, all right, let me cut on a beat. And actually, I had these chains, a batch from chains. I've been had it, you know what I'm saying? So I hit him up like, yo, is this beat taken? He's like, that's you. I'm like, okay, cool. Then it's like, yo, is this beat taken? He's like, no, that's you. I'm like, cool. I'm like, is this one taken? No, that's you. I'm like, so that was my starting point. It was literally like the 3 Chainz beats because they were all in the same folder. Okay. So I started there, and I literally wrote them like back to back to back because it was me not trying to punch it up. It was just me literally letting out my emotions. Yeah. So I'm like, y'all just wrote 3 songs. So I hit Five Mouth up. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm in a groove, bro. Like, what do you think that I could come over there and cut an album? I just got in the zone, man, and I hit File up, expecting him to say no. You know what I mean? Like, I was expecting him to be like, bro, are you fucking serious? Get the fuck out of here. Nah. You know what I mean? And he was like, yo, yeah, if you got the joints, come through. Like, that's literally what he said. So I'm like, all right. So I stayed up like the night before writing, you know what I'm saying, drinking tea and shit. Like, all right, man. 'Cause I've never done that before. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, let me just see if I can do it. And so then the next day, I want to say it was about like 4 o'clock. He's like, meet me 4 o'clock, come to the lab. I'm like, all right. So the only people who knew I was trying to do this was Simple Cuts, Chainz, fucking Five Mouth. I didn't even tell Pat. Pat had no idea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Gypsy, Bub. I'm trying to think who else.
Bane was on it.
Let me see. Who else was on there?
Bane was on it?
Yeah. Yep. And Aaron Taylor. Like, they were the only motherfuckers who knew that I was about to try to pull this off. Because I already had it in my mind. Like, when I got to doing the joints, it was like, yo, this person to fit on here, this person to fit on here. And, an A-. So, yeah, I went over, you know what I'm saying? And then Simple Cuts came over with his hard drive, and he was kind of like, yo, you just really about to try it? And I'm like, bro, I'm about to, like, just go in order, you know what I'm saying? So the Chainz joints, I did all of those first, you know what I mean? Did the 9th Letter Flow. Then I did, I have to remember the names of the songs. That's how bad it is. Then I did the Chugga Bounce. Then I did Get Money Organically. You know what I mean? Knock those out.
So, actually, I like how you brought that 9th letter. What makes you name a song 9th Letter Flow? Like, when I seen that, I was like, yeah, that's the one of the Slum Village vibe.
So, the city that I'm from is Inkster. They call it the Crooked I. You know what I'm saying? The letter I is the 9th letter in the alphabet.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know.
Yep. So I always tell people, yeah, I represent the 9th letter. And then the shirt, you know what I mean? That's actually my LLC. Yeah, it's actually my LLC. Yeah, it's the 9th letter. I will have merch for everybody else soon, but right now it's just for me. But Also, if you look up what the number 9 means, like the symbolic of the number 9, all of the qualities that are in the number 9, I actually, without even me knowing it, you know what I mean? But that's actually kind of like what I represent as a man, you know what I mean? So just like being loyal, you know, like knowledge, wisdom, like that's what I represent, you know what I mean, with myself. So it was like, I always been saying ninth letter for a long time. It's like, y'all represent the ninth letter, but then it just kind of like is a culmination of who I am as a person and what I represent. So that's where ninth letter comes from.
I like that. I like how you're wearing the hoodie now too. It's actually good timing for that too. So I never knew that it was a. I know you're from Ink, so I never knew there was so much analogy behind that. Have you ever thought about collaborating with Crooked Eye?
That's a dream collab. You know what I'm saying? That'll really like test my pen.
You know he fucks Detroit heavy down there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, and I've actually met him. You know what I mean? Like I've met him in passing, like at Heaven. You know what I mean?
Of
and
course,
it's like,
yes,
yeah, but it's like, yeah, I would love to do something with Crooked Eye. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy as fuck. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Like,
after, maybe you'll Craig. Maybe if you see it, say, "Nah, maybe I can drop some inspiration." I know you in the deep.
Yeah, that would be super dope. Yeah, like I definitely I would test my pen for sure.
Because I like how man, you guys got V Styles, man. V Styles got some crazy collabs, man. I like how like Middle Finger Music has like this collective of artists who have their own standout albums. And now, like, they're in this one label now, too, that really pushes, like, the logos you have for this. You guys have, like, the logos for, like, the NWO. Most of these kids don't even know what NWO is now, man. I only know it from the N64 game. I'll keep it all the way. But that's what I mean, though. You guys, like, pay homage to that now. So what I like about this album is the cover. Like, what matches this film for the people who are not, and they can see it behind you right now.
Oh yeah, so that's Randy Orton versus Evan Bourne.
Okay.
So if people, I'm a motherfucking wrestling nerd. You know what I mean? Like that's my shit. That's what I watch. I'm talking about every day. That's what I watch. So if you've never seen the match, Evan Bourne is a high flyer. He does a shooting star press off the top rope. That's his finishing move. You know what I mean? So he had Randy Orton dead to rights. And he went up on the top rope and he went to do the shooting star press. Okay. And Randy Orton jumped off the mat and caught that motherfucker mid-flip and caught him with the RKO. You know what I mean? Obviously, when he does the RKO, the announcers always go, RKO out of nowhere. And that's kind of my mantra, you know what I'm saying, was to catch everybody off guard. You know what I mean? Like, even the people that are in my own crew, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't fucking know. Like, so in the hit, it was just like, you know, Aztec, I remember Aztec, he's like, bro, what the fuck? you just, like, that's how you do? And I'm just like, yo, I had to keep it close to the best because I wanted that reaction from everybody.
Okay, so did you have to like watch that match to be like, I'm gonna use that as the cover? I
watched a lot of Randy Orton. That whole week.
You found Randy Orton, okay.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Randy Orton, and I was dropping hints to it on IG, you know what I mean, on my social medias without saying anything. My stories were all him giving people RKOs, like literally that whole week.
Okay.
The whole week, and then the last one that I did was, it was actually Randy Orton. He was playing with a Randy Orton toy, and it was a TikTok video that he did where he was giving, what's the dude's name? I can't remember his name now. It's the champ. Well, he was the champ, Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Where he was giving him the RKO with his toy, his own action figure. And I kept posting it, and people were like, why the fuck do you keep posting? I'm like, you'll see. It all comes together. You know what I'm saying? You'll see. So, yeah, any project that I do, I'm about to give you an exclusive. I have another project.
Oh, I bet you. Okay.
That I want to release it within the next, 30 days. I want to. But this is a project that I've had for years, you know what I'm saying? But I've been saying I've been holding it for a reason because I had, before MFM, I was fortunate enough to be in a studio with just all of our heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? That's where I learned, like, you have to step your game up crazy. You got to stay sharp, or you will fucking get ate out here. You know what I mean? Like, Detroit is different, man. Like, it's everybody is cooking. And I was gonna actually send you this song before we got on.
Oh shit.
Just to just to kind of like fuck with you, like, yo, Lo, like, this is what I'm sitting on. So, but yeah, I have an album that I've been holding it for like 12 years. This album.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ.
But I have, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was blessed enough to be able to work with Black Milk.
I was gonna bring the okay.
Trick, with Elza. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Fucking Guilty Simpson. You know what I'm saying? And it's all like they're all fam, but like that was me kind of knowing that, all right, I'm supposed to be here, because like I said, we was all in the same studio and working out of the same studio, and the fact that they were gracious enough to be like, yo, I got you. I'm just like, you know, I was blown away. Like, yo, word, you got me? You gonna jump on this? Fuck with it?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, I bet. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got some shit that I've been sitting on. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of want to just like, I want the culture to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it needs to be heard.
Do you think like it was like some sort of destiny that you were able to hold on to us throughout this time, because and then now that it would be more well received because the sound is so different as it was 12 years from now. It is so different from now.
Yeah, bro. Like, but here's what's crazy is the sound, because of the type of artist that I am. The sound actually it goes with what's going on. You know what I mean?
It was
because,
today, yeah.
And that's because of Black Milk. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand how fucking incredible of a producer Black is.
Oh, yeah,
like, Black is incredible. Like, he's a dope ass rapper, but he is incredible as a producer. Like, incredible. So yeah, I feel like the culture needed. You know what I'm saying? Especially now. Like, I'm glad I held it, because for a while, you know, like bars and dope ass beats wasn't really. It kind of faded away for a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then with the growth of social media and people actually listening to shit that they like and not having to be forced to listen to what's on the radio, it's like, yeah, I'm super glad I held it, because now, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I can release it. And it's not a lot of joints, you know what I'm saying, it's like seven joints, but within that 7 joints, like I said, it's some shit in there. I actually got a song called Shut the Fuck Up, to where I was talking, because at that point, a lot of rappers with, like, you know, in our underground they were complaining. And it's like, bro, just shut the fuck up and make this music and put it out. If we all shut up, put our head down, make this dope shit and keep putting it out, then we have our own culture. You know what I mean? We remember when people are, hip hop is dead, hip hop's gone now.
I remember
hip hop, and it's like, man, fuck that. Hip hop ain't going nowhere. We here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People like you celebrate real dope shit. Like, you don't stamp nothing that's not dope. We need you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need Lows in the world. We need Ketch P's in the world. We need
and middle finger music in the world.
Yeah, we need middle finger music. We need Griselda. Like, we need this shit. So, like, and we have it. And it's funny. Like I said, I was just listening to the song, and I'm like, yo, it's funny as fuck how this was 12 years ago.
And this is what's hot right now.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, and that's back when you had to have 3 verses on a joint. You know what I mean? Wasn't none of this 2 verse 1 minute. I mean, oh yeah, this is a joint.
Or just a single verse straight through.
Yeah, like, nah, like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just dope. Like, and that's, I want to get Ty Ferris's flowers too. Like, you know, he is the spearhead of this whole wave out here. You know what I mean? And anybody that don't want to give him his props is a fucking hater.
Oh yeah.
Like, flat the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, he's the spearhead of this whole wave, because he always stuck to his guns and he stayed the course. You know what I mean? And he opened the gates. You know what I mean? Like, flat out. So, Ty, I am giving you your flowers, sir. because you already know, bro. You know we fan, but I ain't no hater. I'm gonna tell it how it need to be told.
Oh yeah, no, it's fast.
Ty Ferris is the motherfucker who opened the gates for MFM, for everybody that's coming out of here now. You know what I mean? Because he stayed the course that entire time, man. So it's just funny as hell. I was listening to a song like, yo, bro, this is funny as shit. That back then we thought hip hop was gonna die, and like now, it's the wave. You know what I mean? Like Griselda is the top of the food chain of hip hop right now.
Dudes be getting like 65 retweets in the first 30 seconds. It's crazy,
bro. Because they fucking make the shit that they want to hear, and that's all. I feel like that's all artists need to do. Like, make the type of shit that you like to listen to, man. And
but it must even be doper for you, right? Because they keep that sound, and they also like. It's like we were talking about earlier about how they have a bunch of wrestling references within the music, like Cabo going kick with, Boldy James on Pray for Paris, like little things like that. You guys must even appreciate even more. Like, I ain't gonna front. I had no idea who Scott Hall. I mean, yeah, that who was this Scott Hall, and then the other guy Nash until I heard Conway and Griselda. I'm like, who the fuck Hall and Nash? Like, then it was based off of a wrestling duo, and I'm like, oh shit! So I get it now.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, I feel like it's a lot of people. I mean, even like I'm not big into anime, but I know like anime is huge in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of Novelist, but
oh yeah, he appeared on the show. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Novelist, like he's, you know what I mean. But I've been doing him for like 10 years, and he's the same dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He love anime, but he is dope as shit at it. You know what I mean? Like, he can fucking watch some shit and tell a whole fucking story and rhyme. You know what I mean? His rhyming patterns, and I was like, bro, I think it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? For people to be able to be who they are and flourish in this culture. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to be a bunch of tough motherfuckers. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just because a motherfucker watch anime don't mean he won't kick your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like it was before. It was like you gotta be, everybody had to have the same image. I love, like, everybody looks different, everybody, moves different, talks different. Yeah. But we all come together because we all love dope shit. And that's what I love about, now. Current climate is dope. Like, I love it.
Or it even shows, like, even with the veteran artists out there, like a Busta Rhymes, because everyone used to talk about, like, what if this Extinction Level event came out in 2012 when he thought the world was going to end and he was signing Cash Money, comes out now, and it sounds like, of today's sound. It's not no singular song. Well, there's, like, song records, but he has, like, 3 songs in a row where it's just, like, no song structure at all. It's like, damn, bro, you really be tapped into this underground wave, Buster.
Because I think it's, like, same with him. Like, it's dope as fuck that he waited. You know what I mean? Because now it's no rules. You know what I mean? Like, for a minute, man, like even me, like, when I stopped rhyming completely for like 6 years, like, where I didn't write nothing. I was just a fan. But it's like, for a while, it was rules. It was like, hook, singer, 16 bars, bridge, have some sort of corny ass dance.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Motherfuckers was. And no offense to nobody, it's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But, like, for a while, every fucking rap group had a dance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I remember the snapping and popping. And
snap your fingers, yeah. I remember
yeah, like, it was, choreographed. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we mixing the Temptations with, the Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? It's like a mixture that was going on. So it's kind of like, now it's no rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like now. Like, it's no rules. And people like Busta Rhymes, who's a fucking GOAT, his shit is appreciated more now than it would have been then, because it would have been like, oh, Busta don't got a snappity-poppity song. You know what I mean? Like, get that out of here. Or, and then, like I said, no offense to them dudes. Like, I love everybody in hip-hop. Get your money. Do what you got to do. But, I like the fact that it's back to skill. Can you fucking rap?
Can you put?
That's what it's about.
Can you fucking rap together?
Yeah, no matter what you rapping about, can you rap or not? So that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? I like it now. I like it now where Like I ain't listened to the radio and I don't know how long, Lo. I don't even fucking know. My sons have to, you know what I'm saying? They have to keep me abreast of what's going on. I be like, you know, who? Like, you know, RIP to these young rappers that are dying, man.
Yeah.
I think that shit's crazy. You know, and and no disrespect, I don't be knowing who they are.
Yeah. No,
because I'm so, like, that's not my world. But I see it all the time. I'm just like, damn, like, I feel like it's been, like, 3 rappers, maybe 4 this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's too common for some reason. It's too... So that worries me, because my sons are starting to, you know what I mean, they starting to want to rap. And, you know, I try to tell them, look, man, be you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't try to be these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Be you. Like, I know you more than you know yourself.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't mind you doing it, but I don't want to hear you talking about none of that hard shit, because that ain't you. I didn't raise you. You ain't grow up how I grew up.
So your pops will check you on that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. All the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking, like, just be you. Tell the truth.
I think it has to do with the social media platforms and like the other platforms like I don't want to say the names, but there's like other platforms out there that will focus on like the negative things that these artists would do nowadays, and they'll glorify that. They're like, or they get them all, you know, drunk on the screen and talking about. It's like, man, that's not how you do it. But hey, like they say, change is gonna come. So that's what I like about with today, because we don't have to be force fed anything nowadays. So when you say you got 7 of these unreleased tracks, do you think like you can put some of your new stuff in with it and it will still sound the same and it doesn't sound any different?
If I chose to just bar up, yeah. But I personally feel like I'm way better now than I was then. Like, so some of the things that I did then on certain joints, you know what I'm saying? Some of the songs that I did then, you know, like if I was to take the beat and redo it, I would do something completely different, because my mind, you know what I mean? Like now, my mind works different now, and certain shit that I said then, I probably wouldn't say now.
Okay.
If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So like now, I have more substance in my raps.
I like that too, because it shows growth within your rhymes too. So you also posted clips within your battle rap days on your YouTube. We talked about that last time, but like nowadays, I forget what battle rapper it was. I think it was Tay-Rock, or somebody got like 10K or like 35K for like a battle. Oh my god, damn, yo, that is crazy just for battle.
Daylight got 90K.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So have you thought about like going back into that world now too, knowing that you have history in it, and like knowing it's like, well, man, the landscape is so different for that too.
Yes, I actually I spoke to Organic about a month ago.
Okay.
And because he was in Detroit. He was in Detroit today too. But I couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get there. Shout out to my brother Marv One on his win.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yo, Marv did it, yes sir.
Yeah, he's in his tournament for 50K, and he just went to. Let's see, he just beat Sharon today actually. Okay. So he is in the. I don't know if it's the quarterfinals, semifinals. I know he's in the 3rd round.
He's bad as Sharon. I gotta watch that.
Yo, yeah, it was a classic too. It was a close, very close battle. It was actually 1%. Like it was 51% to 49%. That's how close of a battle it was. So it was, and the judges were split 2-2. So literally, he won by 1%. But yeah, I spoke to Organic like a month ago, and we're just trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure it out. But yeah, I definitely would. And even with battle rap, like, you know, I'm way more strategic and more seasoned now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, could you watch your peers, like, even like I like how you acknowledge Marv, like, even like recently, like, you keep up to date with their battles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. And then, you know, a person like me, like now, it's no crowd like that. I would stick out like a sore thumb with no crowd, because now you can listen to what I'm saying without people, you know, laughing or cheering and stopping you. I could just rap. You know what I'm saying? And I, you know, I can fucking rap. Like, no, like, not to be arrogant about it, but like, I can rap I know I can rap.
Yes, sir.
So if we in a quiet room and the people who are watching at home just get to hear me rap, I would rap completely different in a quiet room than how I rapped in that battle that's online, because I'm not trying to entertain, making you laugh. I'm trying to fucking kill the person in front of me. So it's like now,
So an example like how Daylight did the Tay-Rock did, like how that was, because there was no entourage around him.
That's exactly like Daylight says, now, battle rap now is battle rap on all Madden.
Yeah.
And that is the perfect analogy. It's you got to either you can rap or you can't. You got a lot of battle rappers that are super dope, but they are dope for a crowd, right? But then they get in this small room, and that's where I come from. I come from Lust Lounge. I come from Millennium AD. I come from, Detroit. That's what we didn't. So people don't know, like, we didn't know about written rhymes, man. Like, we didn't know about written battle raps. You had to freestyle. You had to. You would get fucking destroyed here. Somebody think you wrote a rap.
That's how I thought it was now too. It's like on top of that, I can't imagine writing battle rap for rhymes now.
Yeah. So now it's written. Now it's like you're preparing. It's like, I need 2 months. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you're taking time out of your life to write raps, to
do research on the dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, because I want them to be doing some crazy research during their battle.
Bro, yeah, they be fucking. I seen a battle, man, where a dude had a picture of a dude's baby mom's, like, blowing somebody. You know what I mean? And put it to the screen. I was like, yo.
They're wild in the face.
Yeah, but what's crazy is the other dude had a rebuttal for it. He knew. It's like he knew, you're going to talk about this.
He probably knew that was
it. Yeah, he diffused it so smooth, and I was like, bro, that was masterful, because I don't know how to, you know what I mean? That's masterful to be able to do that, man. So, yeah, shout out to the battle rap community, man. But yeah, I definitely have been talking to Organic and definitely plan on jumping back in there. I don't know against who, but.
Man, I was watching the other day, I was finishing watching 8 Mile, when I seen that DVD, and I was like, man, I'm gonna watch the special features, man. Because, like, nowadays when people have a DVD, they never watch those special features. Let's keep it all the way about people. When I watch a special feature, man, you see, like, artists like Marv 1 go against Eminem. I gotta ask Super MC this. I'm like, yo, how come M didn't rap against you when you tore his head off? So, I was wondering, during that time, did you ever go around or actually go into those shoots when they were filming at the shelter?
Yeah, I was actually an extra. Most of us was. You know what I'm saying? Damn near anybody at that time who was rhyming, we were extras in the movie. We were just in the crowd. You know what I mean? But at that time, like, Marv and Soup were
on fire.
You just, as battle rappers, you did not want no smoke with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the story that I heard was that M wasn't supposed to rap. His voice was fucked up. So he was just supposed to lip sync, just for extra features or whatever. And then when it was Marv, because Marv had a rep, he cut his mic on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't going to let him have that moment.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Marv tells a story actually in an interview how competitive M is. Like, even, like, I believe it was M's birthday, and it was at St. Andrews, and he was upstairs, then it was a battle rap competition. And he was mad that nobody called him out because he was prepared to come down.
Oh, really?
And catch wreck. Yeah. Like he was prepared to come down and catch wreck. If somebody would have called his name out, he was going to come catch wreck.
Yeah. See, that's
all them, it's just, that's Detroit, man.
See, even like, I like how, like, even in today's media, we have, like, a battle rap show. Do you watch Math Hoffa's My Honest Opinion?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
See, I can see, like, if you ever jump back into the ring, they would reach out to you after, like, a couple of ass whoopings, but like, we gotta get this guy Ketch. I don't know if you would go by catchphrase or Ketch P. Like, yeah, we gotta get Ketch on the show, man.
Oh, yeah, I probably would be dope as fuck, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Because you guys can actually have, like, like two battle rap artists having a conversation that an average journalist can't. Because they never, I never been in that room before. I can't tell you how it is to being an entourage. Because I remember when I seen Cassidy versus Disaster in that garage, man. I'm like, yo, someone's gonna fight in this.
I mean, when you come from it, it's like, it's kind of like you're used to. It's almost like, what I'm saying, like any competitive like sport where you just kind of your adrenaline get to going, and then at the end of the day, it's kind of like it's your reputation on the line. You know what I mean? You don't want to look bad, and then you don't want to lose and look bad. So at least if you lose, you want to go out honorably. You know what I'm saying? You want to go out swinging. You don't want to go out getting chewed. You know what I'm saying, in the ring. So, but yeah, like I mean, even in Inkster, Inkster is not a big battle rap. Our battle rap culture wasn't there. That's what made me float to Detroit. But I had hella battles in Inkster to where, you know what I'm saying, but, it was me proving that I was the best. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, like, here, I run this shit. You know what I mean? I am, lyrically, I run shit. You know what I mean? And if you want to prove otherwise, let's rap.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Let's rap. But, like I said, like, where I come from, man, most cats are like, nah, fuck that. I don't want rap. You know what I'm saying? They want a different type of rec, so it wasn't no battle rapping. Like, it wasn't a battle rap culture in Inkster, because just being real about it, like, dudes wasn't playing that shit. They was on some other shit. It was more tough. Everybody was tough.
But what I like about you, like, because I know that you could be a good battle rapper today, because you're very witty on social media. Like some of your combats, I was like, man, if you put that in a battle rap, man, that would be posted, man, so much time. Because, like, that's what I like about social. I think, like, social media is, like, practice for, like, things like that. To get more wittier and things like that with the comebacks. It's like, yo, I can use that.
Yeah, man. Social media is fun, man. You know what I mean? It's for me, it's like, it's just meant to be funny, man.
Exactly.
I like to have fun. Like, some people are too goddamn serious on there. Some people are just complete assholes, you know what I mean? But it's like, you wouldn't be like that in person. Like, anybody who hang around me, they know I'm silly. I'm a silly dude, man. I ain't, I'm not a serious person in general. I'm only serious, like, with my family, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, I like to have fun. I like to laugh, man. I ain't got time. We only here once. I ain't got time to be on here frowning up and shit. Yeah.
Posting, hanging out. I can't imagine getting on every line every day, just posting that every single day. Like, I don't get that. So, like, with this album Outta Nowhere, too, I like how we got previews of Two Door Coupe, that's with you and Gypsy, and we also got previews of Bad News Browns with you and Foulmouth on this. So, when you're creating Bad News Browns with Foulmouth, is, like, Foulmouth rapping with you on this, or is he strictly on the production when it comes to that? I have to ask you that.
I am trying to get him to rap, at least on one joint, because Foulmouth, people don't know, like,
I know Foulmouth can rap, yes, sir.
Is a freestyle master, you know what I'm saying? He actually was a part of, now I don't know if they still got the record, but at one point they had a Guinness Book of World Records for the longest freestyle, and Foulmouth was a part of that.
Yo, he was talking about that on Facebook or somewhere. I seen that somewhere where he mentioned that, and I'm like, yo, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, they freestyle for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, that's
him, Super MC, Mike Phelps, I forget who else. I want to say D-Essence was a part of that. Like, there was a lot of MCs from here that was, you know what I'm saying.
Do you remember that show when they had it? Like, I remember they had the book, but they had that, like, I wouldn't say corny, but it was like, it was like a little bit animated, like, Guinness Book of World Record show.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
I'll never forget the guy with the longest finger. That scarred my childhood. Yeah,
they did. Yeah, Foulmouth. I'm pretty sure he's gonna drop at least one verse on there, for sure. I'm like, he's gonna drop one verse.
So what's the name? Like, what does that stand for? Bad News Browns.
Me and Foul, you already know. Me and Foul. People, let me just tell y'all, every project that I do is gonna have something to do with wrestling. So there was a wrestler named Bad News Brown.
Ah, okay.
Black dude from Brooklyn. He ain't have no fucking music. Like, you know how people come out to, like, their music and shit?
Yeah, the little background when they come on the stage.
Yeah, and that's the name of our album, is called No Theme Music. This motherfucker was mean. He just mean mugged all the time. He walk out with no music. He had on black tights, black gloves, and he just beat the fuck out of you and leave. That was his MO.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? So our album is based on the character. Like when me and File agreed that we was gonna do a record together, he was like, "Yo, we should be a group." I'm like, "Let's do it." You know what I mean? And then I was like, "Well, we got to come up with a name, and it can't be nothing corny." And he hit me up one day like, "What you think of Bad News Brown?" I was like, "Yo, that was my dude." Yeah, I fucks with that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, yeah, Bad News Brown. Yeah, he's basically a serious dude. Like I said, no music, come out, throw his fucking hand in the air, beat your ass, leave. He was always the dirtiest player, you know what I mean? Like, he would do whatever. He gouge your eyes out, he doing whatever. So I'm saying that to say that the music, expect aggressive and abrasive shit from Bad News Brown. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just me barring up, Five Mouth coming with super hard ass beats. That's what Bad News Brown is about.
Have you ever thought about reaching out to some of your wrestling idols to have them like talk for like a minute or 30 seconds on you, instead of like sampling them? Have you ever thought about that? Because I don't think like artists do that much. Like reach out for wrestlers, like, hey, you know, I was a fan of you growing up. I'm an artist. I was wondering, you know, if we can, you know, have you on this joint, not you rapping, but you just talking. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, me and Gypsy, I don't want to spoil it, but me and Two-Door Cool. Our first single is named after a wrestler, and I reached out to him, sent him the song, he loved it, and so
okay, I like that.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
No, okay. I was just curious. So, because we're in the age of media, and I like how an artist can also be a media personality, like hence Nori nowadays. Like, man, like I don't like to say everyone's having a podcast, but like Nori is a great example of being an artist and being a journalist. See, what I would like to see from Middle Finger Music sometimes is like you guys start a wrestling podcast where you like you could be a host and you can like interview somebody like a Scott Hall, and I would like to see like an artist's perspective interviewing a wrestler. I think that's what's needed in the game nowadays.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy. The only thing is, like, only me and Five Mouth out of MFM, we the only ones that really, you know what I'm saying?
There you go, that's the group right there.
Yeah, we the only ones that really, like, fuck with wrestling. Oh, and my bad, I'm sorry. And V-Styles. Me and Five Mouth and V-Styles are the wrestling aficionados out of the crew. Everybody else, they don't know what the fuck. What the fuck is this? And I'll be like, yo, like, where you get that title from? Or what are you talking about in this line?
We gotta break it down for you.
Yeah, like,
but see, that's what I would like about the podcast, because you guys can have so many segments on, like, there's so many different moves that or reference out there that I know what RKO is, but for like somebody who has no idea what wrestling is, like, what the fuck is RKO? So that's what I would like an artist, not a wrestler, or an artist to like break that down for somebody who doesn't know. I think that's what's needed.
Yeah, no, I agree. And there's some dope ass podcasts out here, man. That's, you know, it's hard for me to, it's like I have an idea for a podcast and I plan on doing one, but you know me, you know I'm silly, you know what I mean? So like it's gonna be wild a little bit, but like, yeah, stay tuned. I'm in the works. Stay tuned though. It's coming, but it's definitely not gonna be serious at all.
Hey, well, yeah, I liked they don't do it anymore, but I wish they still did. Fat Fowler and Canava. They had a hilarious podcast going on they were doing it on IG. I wish they were still doing that. So if you shout out to Fat Fowler, Middle Finger Music again right there. Hey, so yeah, your favorite wrestling game that we were talking.
Yeah, it's called Super WrestleMania. It came out on Super Nintendo. That was my shit.
Damn.
That was my favorite. That's probably my favorite wrestling game. That's when video games now are fucking crazy, man. I still like video games, but goddamn, man, you gotta fucking have like a goddamn manual in order to do shit on there, bro. It's like too realistic.
I feel you on that. It's like, yo, what happened if I just pick up and play?
Yeah, bro, it's like a million buttons. Like,
yo, they wrecked
like
the last 4 years. They wrecked the wrestling game. See, if they weren't so greedy on the money part, that would have been great. Because I tried one of these wrestling games, the newer age. It's like, dog, these servers are trash nowadays. So
Yeah.
but they really got things down with their latest. It's like a whole new style. So I like how we talked about Ty Ferris earlier, giving him his flowers. Man, salute to Ty Ferris, man. He's in FIFA. This dude's in FIFA. I never played FIFA, so if you're any FIFA fans out there,
And that's so dope, man. Shout out to Ty Ferris, Roast Spit, Name Tag, Apollo. Like, shout out to y'all. That shit was dope as fuck, bro. Like, I love seeing that shit, man. I love seeing people from the crib get a W, bro.
So I gotta ask. So if wrestling, cause they released this new series called like Play Battlegrounds or something like that. It's a new wrestling style game out there. It features everyone from all eras. So if they came to Ketch P and be like, "Yo, we like your style, we love your music, but we're gonna let you pick one song that you could put on this soundtrack for the upcoming game. Which one is it?"
Man, that's tough.
This will be in the ads to everything, like the main commercial and everything.
Probably top tens and buffs.
Oh, okay, that's hard body right there.
Yeah, probably top tens and buffs.
You know, Hex would probably buy like 10 copies just because of that song.
Man, listen, like shout out to Hex Murda, bro. Like Hex actually is the reason that I rap how I rap, like with that hunger, bro. Because Hex, Hex used to play like he would fuck with you, bro. Mentally, he would tell you like, nah, you can spit harder than that. You know what I mean? And he might actually like you, but he just want to see how you react. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna be able to come with it. And that's what makes Hex Hex. You know what I mean? Like he made us animals. You know what I mean? Like he made us animals, bro. Like he didn't let us slack off at all.
Yeah, and shout out to him. Shout out to Hex because I heard some crazy stories about Hex when he would just bob your head and stuff, and like, but if he didn't bob your ass was in trouble and stuff like that. And if he was sitting up there smiling at you, you in trouble.
Yeah, he just let you know, like, you know what I'm saying? He was a straight shooter. And he don't feed nobody ego. You know what I'm saying? He's a straight up, nah, that shit was whack, or yeah, it's dope, or it's something you can work with. But he ain't, you know what I mean? He is a straight shooter, bro. And that's what's needed. He's the type of person that people need in their corner because he gonna tell you how it is, bro. Like, he don't give a fuck if it's just you and him. Or if it's 30 motherfuckers in the studio, if that shit ain't it, he gonna tell you,
and see, and I like how like you have music with Black Milk and like his connection to Sean Price and Guilty Simpson with Random Acts. So it's really a full circle family affair if you really like to go deep with it now too. It's like branches off a family tree, going on to their own separate lane. Just what I like about the Michigan. I don't like to say Michigan in general because there's so much other surrounding cities like Inkster, Flint. Like there's this crazy talent in Flint. In Michigan that it's really getting its light shined on. It was always getting its light shined on, but now there's so much artists in Detroit. Like it's hard to keep up. But if you a fan, you're gonna have all these artists and like Apollo Brown did on his album.
Bro, I need to tell the story, bro. So, because you said Random Acts, so the same studio where Random Acts was recorded is where I was recording, right?
Oh wow,
that was like our hub. So
it's from that era.
I will never forget this moment for me. You know what I'm saying? Where I one of the moments where certain people, man. You know what I'm saying? I will always just be in awe or a fan of, and so. We went and picked Sean Price up from the airport, right? And my mixtape was playing in the car. And he got the nod in his head. He was like, yo, who this? Bro, I was nervous as fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, if Sean P say this is some bullshit or cut this shit off, I was ready to quit, bro. I was going to be like, yo, hip-hop ain't for me. Let me go ahead and do something else. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? My man, he pointed to the back seat, was like, yo, this is him. He turned around, bro. He was like, "Yo, you nice." I was like, "What?" In my mind, you know what I'm saying? I played cool. I'm like, "Yo, good looking." But in the back of my mind, I'm like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro."
Go like, do backflips, flips on that. All right.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, Ruck just told me I was nice. Like I said, bro, I used to listen. Like, bro, I used to listen to fucking Operation Lockdown, like on repeat, bro. Like, I fucking like, yeah, bro. I've been a Helter Skelter fan. You know what I mean? Like, before I thought about touching the mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a big fan of hip-hop, bro. So it's like, when he said that, I was like, yo, this is bugged the fuck out. It was bugged the fuck out that I was in the car with him, right? So then it was more bugged the fuck out that he said I was dope.
Yeah, so even to be like, yo, who's this?
Bugged the fuck out when they started writing and recording that album, y'all. It was more bugged the fuck out, because I was, bugged out, bro. I got to just, you know what I'm saying? If I fucking don't rap ever again, bro, I got to experience, just be around some dope ass people. Like, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? The culture. Like, it's like, yo, that's just crazy.
I like how you included that story too, because, like, you know, even on this album, like, you have this song called Barry Sanders featuring his protege Rim. Like, this is like what I mean about how it comes full circle.
Bro, Rim bodied that shit, bro. As soon as I heard the beat, when Blizzard sent that beat, I sent it straight to Rim immediately, bro. Like, yo, this shit is tough. Rim, like, when I sent it to him, he sent back 24 bars. I said, oh, shit. That's what fucking going on. Because originally it was going to be me, Bub, and Rim.
Okay. See, I like the middle finger Walker.
I played it for Bub. I'm listening.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was saying that, yeah, like Bub heard Rim verse. Bub was like, yo, man, he just went 24 bars. I was like, yeah, he snapped. I was like, he snapped. Yeah, I was texting Rim. I'm like, yo, bro, that do something to you, man? What, bro? You just went crazy. He's like, yo, man, the way that we went off on Middle Finger Trophies, yo, I had to come like that. I was like, yeah, all right, man, that shit was crazy. So Bub was like, yo, man, he went 24 bars, man. That's y'all.
Damn.
I was like, yo, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy. What was crazy is that, you know, he sent the verse back. I didn't have a verse. You know what I'm saying? So I, you know, like, his last word, I mean, you know, his verse is, that's how the name came about. You know what I mean? It's off of his verse. And so I was like, yo, I'm rhyming off of Rim's last word, you know what I'm saying, to make this shit super dope. So that's, you know, that's really how that went, man.
So I like
shout out to Rim, bro. Nice.
Oh yeah, shout to Rim, the Walker. I say I like the Middle Finger music and Walker collaborations. Now I swear, if y'all ever do a collaboration album, or if the Walkers do their album, yo, you gotta have some Middle Finger music on there, cause yo, that chemistry is undeniable.
Yeah, man, it's like certain ones of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely. So, like, I know me and Bango especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, we, you know, Walker's is like fam, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, when, you know, when Rem come to Detroit, you know, we link up. You know what I mean? Like, we talk on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? His wave, at this point, is past rap. You know what I mean? So, like, yes, it's only right, man. It's only right that, you know, eventually, like, you know, some of us, you know what I'm saying, we link up and do some shit. I don't want to speak on nothing. I don't want to be on camera speaking on nothing I shouldn't be saying.
Yes, sir. No, I understand. So we all know that there may be something coming. We'll keep the fans guessing. I know I ain't gonna say shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. Yeah.
So as we're coming to a close, man. You said that you may release this next project that you've been holding on to for the next 30 days now. Too now, if the reception gets let's say it like this. If the reception exceeds than what you expected it to, and if it gets a vinyl release now too, how many copies would you frame of that particular album? I gotta ask. If it gets the vinyl treatment, because nowadays vinyl treatment's I like to say it's a rarity nowadays, because there's some albums out there that I wish got the vinyl treatment that just didn't get to it.
That's a great question, man. I don't know. I would. I think it just depends. You know, it really just depends on the demand. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh no, I'm talking about for yourself. I'm talking about like how many copies would you frame for yourself, not for the fan. I'm talking about for yourself.
Oh, like what you said what I frame, like
yeah.
keep?
Yes, sir. Because would you frame just the cover? Would you get two with the cover and then the other one off the back with the vinyl coming out? I've seen some very Ty Ferris does a lot of great vinyl work framing. I just have to ask.
He's Ty's master with his merch, man. I don't know. That's a good question. I probably would yeah, I would definitely have to frame, you know what I'm saying, frame that, just because that's like, even though that's not the start of my journey,
it's still history.
Just because of, like I said, the meaning behind, that time, like that time period is priceless for me because of the relationships I developed, you know what I mean, the people I got to work with, like I got to, while I have the platform, big shout out to Uncle Trick. You know what I mean? Because Uncle Trick took me under his wing for real. You know, I learned how to make songs under Uncle Trick. You know what I mean? Like, because people don't know, Trick is a fucking genius behind the scenes. Like, not even just on the mic. You know what I mean? And I can't wait for y'all to hear this song because people don't give Trick enough credit, bro. Just as Trick is an MC for real. Like, he cut from that cloth. Like, people, I think people get so caught up in all of the other shit that they don't realize how talented of a musician Uncle Trick is. Uncle Trick plays instruments, he plays keyboard.
Oh, wow.
He fucks with the guitar. You know what I mean? He can do vocal, like harmonizing and shit. And he can motherfucking rap. Like, he can rap. Like, motherfuckers got Uncle Trick twisted. Like, just because he doesn't I don't think he gets classified as that, but Uncle Trick can motherfucking rap, like, with anybody. Like, real shit, like, with anybody.
I was going to say, I had my copy of the People Verses. Yes, sir, I know exactly what you're talking about. That track of him and Obi and Proof, that was my jam right there. Yes, sir, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he can rap, man. But yeah, like, that was, like I said, I'm around Trick, I'm around Hex, I'm around Elza, you know what I'm saying? I'm around, shout out to Danny Brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm around Danny. Who else? I'm around Guilty. You know what I mean? I'm around Fat Ray. Like, like Fats, Marv. We was all, you know what I mean? Like I said, we was all in there. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, this is on a regular basis. Paradigm, shout out to Paradigm. Like, we're all at the studio. Like,
it's all heavyweights.
You know what I mean? Because it was a big studio. You know what I'm saying? So it was literally like, like the hip-hop version of Motown, because you got everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, Ode to the Ghetto was recorded there. The hybrid was recorded there. I want to say the Preface was recorded there.
Okay.
Elmatic was recorded there.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? Like, it was, like, Album of the Year, Black Milk was recorded there. Like, it was a lot, bro. It was a lot going on. Fat Ray and Black Milk, you know what I mean? That was recorded there. Like, there was a lot of just dope ass shit getting cranked out of there, man. So it's like I said, that was a dope ass time, man, for me. You know what I mean? I'm only speaking for myself, but that was a real dope ass time. And it needed that was an elite of the city, some of the elite of the city.
Man, I can't wait to hear this album because it's gonna take what? Because if you listen to any of those albums that he mentioned, it kind of takes you back to where you were when those albums came out now too. So I can't wait to hear like these unreleased track that you had for 12 years. Gonna take us back some.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it's like I'm hoping within the next 30 days. If not, then if I don't do it in 30 days, then I'm gonna hold it until the beginning of 2021. Like I said, it's more so like literally just for culture. Like, it's like, this music just needs to be heard. You know what I mean? Like, I just want it to get out there. Like I said, I've been holding it for so long, and like I said, it was a time period for me, man. Honestly, Lo, I don't feel like personally feel like I get my just due as an MC. And so next year, you know what I'm saying, I plan on applying a lot of motherfucking pressure, bro. Like being real.
Okay.
Because I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got to give it to me, you know what I'm saying? I got to take it. So, you know what I mean? I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to put the press on next year. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let that go just for the culture. But Bad News Brown, that's next. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's next. And that's where, you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure I'm doing my job.
Okay, so see, that's what I like now too. See, so the one that you've been holding on for 12 years is like for the culture, but it's back to gay when it's Bad News Brown. I like that. Okay.
Yeah. This is just like, you know, it's literally like, oh man, people need to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? The joint with me and Guilty Simpson, people need to hear that. Like, the masses need to hear it. Like, people in Detroit have heard it, but even, you know, it's like you can't get it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. Only DJ House Shoes has it. You know what I mean? Like, he's the only, you know, he's the only person who has any of this music.
Yeah, you're
outside of myself.
Shout out to House Shoes. He's a legend right there, man. So, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what 2020 brings you. I can't wait to hear these tracks. I'm a big fan of Detroit hip hop, man, and to hear that you have something from 12 years ago that you're sitting on. Oh my God, yeah, I can't wait for this. So, man, you know, we had this coming for a long time. I think it's actually almost 1 year since you last came on the show, man. So I'm gonna leave the floor up to you, give you the last closing words, man, and you can say whatever you want. Some wild stuff or some inspirational stuff. But yeah, the floor is yours.
Let's see. All I got, man, is you know, be on the lookout for what MFM got coming. You know, Bango is coming back with his album called Rudy. Myself and Foul Mouth, we're coming with Bad News Brown. B-Styles is coming with Buddy Revell.
Ooh.
You know, Two Door Coupe. You know, we coming. Actually, we got a lot of like little different. We got some different shit that we doing, man. Because like I said, like, you know, me and Gypsy both feel the same way. So, you know, if y'all not in tune to Gypsy, y'all gonna be in tune coming this next year. You know what I'm saying? So that's really it, man. You know. Shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to MFM. And, check me out on all platforms if you want to laugh, if you want to have fun on social media. You follow me, Ketch P313 on Instagram, Ketch P on Twitter, Krishan Stanton on Facebook.
And I like how he included the Facebook now too, because he's hilarious on Facebook now, people. If y'all want to find him on Twitter, just look up Big Slick Energy, man. I seen that on Twitter. I was like, bro, who is this? Like, clicked on, like, oh, that's Ketch right here. Okay.
No, now it's changed, bro. Now it's changed. So if you want to find me on Twitter,
what is it now?
You got to search Twerk, Wind, and Fire. Twerk, Wind, and Fire. You don't find me on Twitter.
And y'all won't regret that, man. Man, Ketch, I'll put it up the description for your Bandcamp and Middle Finger Music, and even some of the mixtapes that we talked about during the first time before we cut out in the description below, so people can tap all the way in, man. And man, whenever you want to come back, man, just tip me, man, and we'll make this happen like the same way we did.
Most definitely, most definitely. No, I definitely want to tap back in. Like I said, when we get off the interview, man, shoot me the email. I'm gonna send you a joint. I'm gonna send you one of the joints.
Oh yes, sir. I'll get right on that, sir. And with that being said,
let me know what you're thinking, man.
If that being said, man, it's not a classic interview from Ketch Lo, man. As you can see, the album right in front of y'all, Outta Nowhere, is out right now. Y'all tap into my guy Ketch P, and y'all won't be disappointed, man. Middle Finger Music from the Ketch Lo, that feeling. We out.